What's up, producers? This is how to get a cool flanging phasing effect in Motion Harmonic using feedback. Let's get into it. So I've got a pretty standard drum loop here. Watch what happens as I increase the feedback amount in the distortion module in Motion Harmonic. So right off the bat, that's a really cool sound. But watch what happens if I now tweak the frequency of the feedback. You may notice a very common feature in phasing and flanging, which is that kind of like washy sound. Now that's happening as we move the frequency. If we don't touch the frequency, it's a static sound, which is removing the flanging or phasing effect. So what we want to do is automate the frequency using the macro nodes. My favorite way to do this is to come into the simple pass and just choose something like this, circle sign. And then if I come in here and play the timeline, you'll see that it's hovering around or circling around this one main macro node. So what we're going to do is take our frequency and drag it and drop it on that macro node. Now we actually might want to remove the minimum value here. If I come in and right click frequency and I can pull this up just to not have any really muddy low end, because you can add some mix issues later on. That's one way to do it. Another way we could do it is if you hover over right here, you'll get a filter for the distortion module in and of itself. And I can take that low end and bring it up to around 100 hertz. And now any of the sub to bassy low end will just pass by and won't be affected. And that way we can keep our low end clean. And there we go. Now we can just dial in the frequency range that we want to affect and to have a lot of fun. Another really cool thing that I like to do is inside of the simple pass, there are a lot of really cool pathways that if you choose them, leaving everything else the same will give you a different effect. So if I come into something like pull out, for example. So as you can see, there's a lot of different flavors we can get with flanging and phasing very easily using the feedback effect inside of Motion Harmonic.